Hello, Coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with Sergio Dest, as Manchester United have reportedly proposed a player plus cash deal for the young Barcelona right back. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Memphis as mid-table Premier League club West Ham United have made a shock offer for Memphis Depay. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and please make sure to watch it right up to the very end. As per a report published by Sport, Barcelona and Manchester United are in talks for Sergio Dest, negotiating a transfer worth 20 million euros. The English side is not ready to shell out that amount at the moment and have proposed a player plus swap deal involving Diego Dalot. However, Barcelona will likely not indulge in a deal of that kind and instead want a simple sale to raise funds. Xavi is reportedly in favor of the right back continuing at Barcelona, but realizes the difficult situation the club is in financially. They have been unable to register the new signings Lewandowski, Rafinha, Koundé, Christensen, Kessie, while the renewals of Roberto Dembele have not been registered as well, but of course we just hope that they will be registered after the fourth economic lever was sanctioned today. And also, Barca want to finalize the sale of Frankie de Jong, with his price tag quoted as around 85 million euros. Sergio Dest is one of the expendable assets in Barca. He is competing with Sergio Roberto and Ronald Araujo and possibly even Jules Koundé for a spot in the team, with no clear indication from Xavi that he will start regularly. The report suggests that Dest has a ton of suitors, including and not limited to Manchester United. Chelsea could enter the bidding as well, despite having renewed Cesar Azpilicueta recently. New Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag worked with Sergio Dest at Ajax and could push for the move in the coming weeks, given their sketchy situation in that position. As if Sergio Dest could have stayed at Barca this season, it does not look certain at all because United are strongly monitoring the player and they have made their intentions well known to Barcelona. They have inquired about the player. Xavi is not really open to a move for Sergio Dest, but Barcelona, considering that they are in need of funds, could as well be open to a potential sale for Sergio Dest. Of course, 20 million euros have been the asking price by Barca, but Manchester United are reluctant to pay such an amount. They think the money is somehow higher for the player. So I think Barcelona normally even sell players very cheap, if you have taken note. Most of our players, we don't sell players like how other clubs will sell. And even when we give some reasonable price, most of these suitors always say it is cheap. I don't still understand why. I think Barca should just maintain that price tag at the 20 million and nothing should be deducted from that. If United cannot pay, then let's keep our Sergio Dest. After all, he is still a valuable player in the squad. Xavi still likes him, even though Xavi does not consider starting him all the time in the lineup, but Xavi still considers him to be part of his plans for next season. I asked myself, even if we sell him, for example, we have not even gotten any right back. The only right back that we really had to buy is Cesar Azpilicueta, who did extended his contract with Chelsea for 2 years. So it will be important for Barca to try and get a right back, before the transfer window comes to an end. Xavi himself have been crying to the Barca board to try and look for a right back after losing out on Cesar Azpilicueta. But nothing so far have been said about that. Barca are more focused now on registering their players before anything else can come after that. So if Barca can succeed to get rid of Sergio Dest, I don't think any Barca fan will have any problem with that. We just need at least one natural right back in our team. If Barca cannot get any new right back, then why should we lose on the only right back, the only natural right back that we have in the roster? I think it will still be of importance for Xavi to keep Sergio Dest if United cannot offer the amount of money that Barcelona are currently demanding. So let's see how it goes. Barcelona still have some few players to buy before this summer transfer window comes to a close. We have been talking a lot about Marcos Alonso, the left back at Chelsea, and It seems as though Barca have even forgotten about right back and focusing more on left back. They want a backup for Jordi Alba in the long run. Now, for Alonso's deal, it is for certain that he will join Barcelona this season, but of course, he will come when La Liga have already started. Then talking about players like Bernardo Silva, Barca are also considering Bernardo Silva, but this will strongly depend on the future of Frankie de Jong. If Frankie de Jong succeeds to leave Barca, then Barca will just go straight with Bernardo Silva to bring him to the Camp Nou. Of course, we know that deal with Man City will not be an easy one to come by, considering how valuable Bernardo Silva is to the citizens. So it's going to take a lot for Barca to convince the club and the player. Of course, talking about the player himself, he's open for a possible switch to the Camp Nou, but Man City will not let it go like that. It's going to be a massive, difficult job for Barcelona. Then on to the next story of discussion. As per a report published by Football Insider, Memphis has received a lucrative offer from West Ham United as they try to bring in an established top-class footballer to the London stadium ahead of a difficult season. West Ham are in the contention for the Europa League spots for next season, but missed out on the slightest of margins, finishing 2 points off Manchester United. David Moyes has asked the administration to bolster the team in an attempt to fight for European places again next season and even go deep into the Conference League. They have already completed a move for Gianluca Samanca for over 36 million euros, but they want to add Memphis to their squad to add more competition in the offensive line. Memphis has a contract with Barcelona until 2023. He could be allowed to leave as free as the club struggles with financial stress. They have been unable to register their new signing so far, and letting the Dutchman go means another player off the wage bill. That said, Juventus are said to be in advanced negotiations with Memphis. They want to hurry and complete the deal in time for their season opener against Sassuolo on 15th of August. If it comes down to West Ham and Juventus, Memphis will in all likelihood prefer the latter, that is Juventus. He reportedly wants to play for a top club and therefore asked Barcelona to terminate his contract so he can negotiate without a mediator. The Blaugranas have signed Robert Lewandowski this summer, who will act as their starting centre forward for most of the season. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has assumed to be the deputy, but the recently fielded interest from Chelsea, Barcelona, will not allow both Memphis and Aubameyang to leave the club in the same summer. Everything points towards the ex-Manchester United man leaving as it stands. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.